Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. First down here for this offense. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Well, I can't believe that this is how this game gets started. Very first play of the game, a shot downfield, and a touchdown. With all the buildup and all the hype, this is how we get started.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Wasting no time, he's going to go deep on the first play.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
And nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return. What a pick. Sets up the offense at the 39.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Receiver makes the catch.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The call is a quarterback sneak. Defense all over it. They stop him. I don't think he got it.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, 1st down. But no, the defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. It looked like no gain to me. It'll be 4th down in inches.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Looking to throw. It's Jennings. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he's got it. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. His offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. Looking for a deep completion. And is picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. They'll try a pass here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers. I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. And that broken tackle will earn him 1st down yardage.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd and goal for the offense. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Orangeman. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Receiver makes the grab. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Gets into space at the 50. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Oh, that one's picked off.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
There's the handoff. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looking right, this one caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And the fake does not work, doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage yet. Momentum-changing play. That fooled absolutely no one. They were all over that. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He flips it to the back across the middle. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the defense wraps him up.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Back to pass. It's Jennings. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Get some blocks. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick returner. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And this time it's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Checks this down to the running back. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. They go with a direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. Exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the Syracuse offense has back out onto the field. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking to pass here. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Syracuse.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early, allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Caught on the outside. It's Mendoza. After gaining a few yards.
But when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lawrence. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. The quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
First down, West Virginia.
And the Mountaineers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? That run moves the ball across the 40.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The big fullback's got it here. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Trying to extend the play. Tipped and then dropped. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Orangeman. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Point after, not right through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Not going to run another play. Quarterback kneels down, and they head to the locker room. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Mountaineers will kick this away to get the second half going.
Number 18, set to kick off.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26.
And the Syracuse offense will take over 1st and 10.
So the Syracuse offense has back out onto the field. And they get the second half started with the running play. And the one moves the ball over the 33.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for it.
Ball handed off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. They attack the deep middle of this defense to come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz, and they're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he lost it to the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And he knocks that one right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Moves left out of the pocket. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. He's got it out of the 25. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Fighting off the defender. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. The defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. Defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Breaks free. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he will score! Touchdown, Syracuse.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. To throw, it's Jennings. Here's the throw deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Just ran away from the defense. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the two-point try is successful, making this just a three-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Syracuse 42, West Virginia 39.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Orangeman.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
49, West Virginia 39.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Short pass finds the tight end.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Third down, out of the shotgun. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. It's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
To the tight end. No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lawrence. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Mountaineers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Back to pass. It's Jennings. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. So here we go. 4th quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. They're going to run it here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. They'll feed the back again. Powering through. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Direct snap to the back. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
I mean, I hate to second guess here, but why in the world with this lead wouldn't you just punt the ball away and allow your defense to ice this football game? This now gives this offense great field position and a chance to really take advantage of it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball is just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Oh, and he dropped it. Might have heard some footsteps there over the middle. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
They'll run it to the right side. Fights off a defender. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Well, that's another good run for him, but what else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
And they'll give it to the back.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions